going to system options, there are a few options that you may or may not want to take advantage of. I just want to talk about a few of these. The first one is called Auto Rotate View. Again, going over to SOLIDWORKS, in our options for sketching here, there's an option here called Auto Rotate View Normal to Sketch Plane on Sketch Creation and Sketch Edit. So whenever you're creating a new sketch or editing an existing sketch, the sketch itself will actually rotate normal to the screen. If I simply go ahead here and edit my sketch, you'll notice that the sketch becomes normal to the sketching plane that it was created on. I find this to be very convenient. It is an item that I use pretty frequently, and I think you'll find it useful as well. The next option we want to talk about is creating a sketch on new part. Again, that's an option in that same sketch view, create sketch on new part. And what this will do is actually do as the name implies. If I start a new part, it will actually start me in sketch mode. As you can see here, I'm in a sketch, and it actually starts me in a sketch on the front plane. So as you're designing brand new parts, if you frequently find yourself creating that first sketch on the front plane, this might be a useful option for you to consider. Okay. All right. Let's just jump over here. Another couple of other options related to dimensioning. One is called Enable On-Screen Numeric Input on Entity Creation. So what does this actually do? Well, you can also access it through that options area that I just showed you, but if you do a right click on your sketch, this icon right here, Sketch Numeric Input, will activate that specific option. So let me just show you where that is really quick. Again, that's under your options for sketch. And right here, enable on-screen numeric input. And we're going to activate this. So as I start creating some geometry, you'll notice there's a dimension that's tied to it. So before I finish creating the sketch line, I can type in a value. And you'll notice that's basically tied in here to the parameters that we see. So I can enter values on the fly. It doesn't actually add a dimension to it. Okay. Now where that comes in is in this next option here, where we create a dimension value only when a value is entered. So going back here, again, I have to turn that option on. Create dimension only when value is entered. All right, so now as I go to sketch a line, if I type in a value, the dimension gets added with it. Okay. And that may be something that, again, that you find useful in this case. I'm going to go ahead and just delete a couple of these lines because we're going to come back to the same sketch later. All right. So those are some of the system options that are available to you going forward, and hopefully you find them particularly useful.